Chinano pay.
Yeah.
And say, you share already used to say that. Oh,
Debbie, and I'm honored to be here with you.
Okay.
Yeah. The closest I got to was with Offensive Fox in 2002.
Hey, Offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, why? No, land. Offensive. Anyway. Now, Doc, your general assessment of the World Cup, the organization to maybe winners at the Ebokwe Mukanzempi Nakata no Krano People's Freedom Race. All that people are argue say, oh, Yanko Cry and Corinsa and as for I'm saying along the line them who says Sanko Moninano now die out gradually. And the focus was on football itself, on player performance and this other manner. Your overall assessment at the World Cup organization?
One of the very best Ayenya if it's a World Cup no ebaye. Yeah. Especially at 32 teams. And no dan China win the World Cup as supporters Ambo Kakra. Because in other World Cups, they say near ball or Russia, you could travel from St. Petersburg to Volgograd and on by aeroplane 22 hours.
22 hours.
Until imagine what match was St. Petersburg, one group match. Now say fans a movie called Volgograd, a copper hotel about the second game na a hour. But in Qatar, the longest distance and now ube 2 point from one stadium to the other, near 36 kilometers.
Wow. What's about 50 minutes?
Absolutely. You know, a World Cup in such a manner, say it to be so friendly to the pockets of the ordinary supporter. Nipa Obabe Born on Humberto and 70 TB and Sandy Hall. Asama Mokanyana and some Pesa be host World Cup Nerino. Then Jansus also Bonnie or Mongrasso. Yeah. Until the obit Mayas and your money they will provide for you. Nemum say a beba TV no so stadium Honam crying with or Mon Penesa.
Okay. How about the total organization in terms of attendance?
Initially na numbers no form.
Okay.
But the chair omu yes or hired card na visa no kwa be ma ticket no hebon bi. And from there on he say there amount for a dozen our stadium and for a country like Argentina any game bi omo boy bi ano na omo na dozen stadium.
How come omo show na buy
ebi eben Abu Dhabi,
okay,
Dubai, and on what do na so every Europe, Spain, Portugal especially, and then the rest came from Latin America.
Oh, okay. So people travel from Latin America to Dubai.
A lot of them.
Qatar to watch.
A lot of them. The donor to Kwaibai.
Idea omotaye, and I say this year was exceptional.
Idea omotaye, but essence senior Qatar kwent to city na na tenase with the local organizing committee. No mo catch Qatar Airways say one they should increase their routes.
Okay.
Two, they should subsidize first. So their fans bit my baby experience in Qatar. Omoji this as part of the 20-year medium plan term for Qatar's development. No, and they do say we are seeing them say behind the shadows of Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and then Saudi Arabia, it's an emerging force. I friend Qatar.
Okay. Omo invest pa. I mean the money and as a scar, mubodino esopa. But are you anticipating maybe a profit at the end of the day for the country?
For the World Cup organizers FIFA, and this is World Cup revenue terms, Omania revenue past $7.5 billion.
Really?
This is Gianni Infantino in the last press conference. Ocean Central for no 2 him say FIFA Council no Obias original Ebomonsem Emma Qatar and the local organizing committee. No, this is the best World Cup and the most profitable for them in terms of revenue. For the country, figures has again been skewed by the Western press.
Yeah,
bro, no person Qatar or Quine Biso. $220 billion. $220 billion. The $220 billion and your stadium infrastructure.
Yeah.
Acquiring metro, trains, and all the including cultural legacy projects for Qatar. Yes, World Cup on no person mostly. World Athletics Championship.
Okay.
Hosted in 2019.
Okay.
As a dress rehearsal. And hosted Arab Cup. last year for all the Arab countries. And Diana Qatar, Saudi Arabia, no more diplomatic tension kakra. Egypt and Bahrain and the 6 others could D omochi. So Oma block Qatar both by airspace and then on the sea and then land. Into no money diplomatic ties with all these Sunni Islamic countries.
Yeah.
Because almost say Omota, Iran and the Shia Muslims Saudi any free countries.
Yeah.
Because almost say Omota, Iran and the Shia Muslims Saudi any free honor, they had unity. Until opening ceremony now, it was rare. But you say Emeno and Mohammed bin Salman.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia Crown Prince and they buy. And the politics is this. They want Saudi Arabia to follow their step and take power. They're from the soft power in geopolitics from the West. Into Saudi Arabia are preparing to bid for the World Cup in 2030.
Okay. All right.
To the template near Qatar DNB, Yanto PSG. You're investing in sports and other TV rights. Into being sport Qatar for Nidia. Saudi Arabia have done a similar thing. They're not friendly be out.
Okay.
They've invested in Newcastle. Other football clubs in Europe by 2030 they expect to about their moment. Qatar, in fact, in the long and then the medium term are going to profit from this investment.
Was it also a strategy to constantly refer Morocco as an Arab nation instead of an African country?
Yes.
And
3 of the best PR firms in the world.
Yeah.
2 in the US, 1 in Europe. Maria CGD says Saddam Hussein. Ako yim crafty incubator so ebra o invade Kuwait no. Omoha na Qatar is an employer omobium.
Who are they?
I forgot the name. I'll get
don't even share.
Omoha in the first Gulf War. Saddam Hussein or TV so I say Western press no yim crafty incubator so it's a PR strategy to win your heart and then prepare the ground for regime change.
Because constantly you could see there on person disassociate Morocco from Africa, and they keep saying the first Arab country to qualify to the semi-finals, the first Arab country to have this glorious blah blah all that Arab
English commentary any English broadcast, but the woman I'm acquiring being sports and also because MENA region, Middle East and North Africa I'm the biggest TV outlet there. In Arabic, Egypt did the Misri, Algeria did the Al Jair, and then Morocco it did the Maghreb. In Arabic they are called Maghreb. Morocco did no until almost stadium my fans notice some Dima Maghreb go Maghreb. On the beIN Sport commentary, nobody even referred to Morocco, the African country. Until the only time I bet in Morocco, instead of Africa, MENA, Middle East and North Africa. That's the region they are in. MENA region, the Arab world.
Middle East
and North Africa. In geopolitics, I'm from MENA region.
I want to now there be a space Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria. No maji space kwa. Mususu mankai ho. Nti omo kwai. Na ye hwe ni bisi. Kwame. Now do you would you feel comfortable there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now back to Morocco. What are we learning from Morocco? Say nana bit say now ka say it wasn't just fresh kubo and amokoye. You explained to us it was a long years of preparation, long years of vision, and that's success even though by the ultimate was to win the cup, but Babium could do it's a huge legacy for Morocco. Can we also see that it's also a huge legacy for Africa to justify why maybe we should select more than 5 countries to represent us in the World Cup?
Absolutely. I'm say okay, World Cup if we say here African groups are level way there. Asia drew Japan, Korea 2002. Korea as co-host Edru semi-final. So her talent I have produced over the years. Any boy I have ball fee any abrucha. Nyamian Ukrainian Mrenason say African country should be in the semi-final. Me quite the name this Mrenason in 2010 and I hear me say a chance because that's the closest Africa had come to get into the semi-finals. Now next World Cup there are discussions say they move it to 48 teams. What it means is that
and also do.
Now means FIFA will do anything at all to make more money, and into the must spread over Mexico, Canada, and then the United States of America.
Now, so yeah, problems now. About Russia, no? Because if you are traveling from US to say Mexico or from US to Canada, and visa and all that, because these countries will be as well the laws and all that. So how are they going to fix that?
I'm sure they are looking at the Korea-Japan one. Now when the money here crying, they say even within Mexico itself, say they are about Mexico City. Or next game they say they will call Guadalajara or Shoa. That's a big journey. And looking at the political climate of Mexico and quite drug cartels, it means to mean far.
Yeah,
you would need to use a flight. And that would come at a cost for the ordinary fund. But about visa and this manner, they have a way of making things simple for the period of the World Cup.
Okay.
So when you have this visa, it allows you access into Canada, access into Mexico. It's a problem for you, the fan. From Morocco, when you talk about lessons we can learn, the biggest problem is, are we ready
to do it?
To learn them? Because
what does it take?
It takes courage.
Okay.
Mexico,
or the courage on the part of the players or on the part of administrators.
This time the courage should come from the president.
Okay. There should be that leadership, strict leadership, that I am taking it upon myself and do it. Okay.
Mira, Ghana shall say ye develop infrastructure, human capital, and a talent for Kromano. The first plan you see, Ohinijan and Kwame Nkrumah naturally. Ohinijan was given an office at the castle by Kwame Nkrumah so that he could have oversight responsibility over him. Esansena Nkrumah, a person near Eastern Europe, the then USSR, most of our athletes, sportsmen, training Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Russia, CK Jemfi, Jones Atukwefiu, and all those things, academic we had people well trained. So we excelled. I didn't say AFCON BM in 78. No, it was a personal project of Ignatius Kutu Champon, the late. And don't you know call UAC, United African Company, any Omudin Komo, so look, you guys should rally and get us a befitting stadium in Kumasi. In the stadium or Kumasi, it was for the purposes of the AFCON 78, lobbied by a man who was driving from Trebum to Accra. And the OSR project. You have players from a ball competition now. Pokunti boy, Razak boy, all these people were in Ghana. 82. Ghana had decided not to go to Libya. Ebra Liman, here president, he had aligned with Western powers. And no, I didn't say, and you may be a coso. Actually, resulting in Lockerbie bombing in 88. Ghana and Kobe Mama Agadafio. Chairman Rollins be two no. And all Fred Black Stars say, look, guys, go and camp. You go for the AFCON in Libya. Nisika and Onwa appointed a commissioner for sports. And OD project in him. Ghana call Libya Omudi Nkunim. In the year 2006, Kwame Ye qualified for World Cup. It was an initiative spearheaded by President Kufuor. I know what direct access to Stephen Appiah. And then Goldfields Ghana Limited, one of the things we forget, and they say President Kufuor specifically taxed them. So look, football, not Black Stars. The first sign was S Garden Ambro jerseys from England for your games against Burkina or Nkrumah, against Uganda, and then they call Cape Verde. President Kufuor sponsored people from Ghana with Ghana Sika, a brand of Burkina against South Africa. Na Ghana bebo Uganda. South Africa bought Saturday, Ghana bought Sunday. We took Ghanaians there, including Appiah Stadium, I remember so well. So Omonko Tai Burkina Chino South Africa. Send a Uganda. Because then a shootout between South Africa. Or FNB Stadium in Johannesburg. So presidents have been involved.
Say your match no against Uganda no. Say Moroccan referee
Yeah.
And later I'll share with you what happened. At that stage.
At that level.
Big. All right. So yeah,
last time I make say Ghana na ye ni Korea na never born and ye no born come now we can say maybe say then ma Ghana for ntimi perform me now can say will be a dwene ni play bia or ba be bon because he be investor bia ba or ba be hwe no ena utie wasema kan say na just ye investment na ye no ye yes investment no ye fa na to say ye occasion be keke ye nko bi but not for the ultimate.
Exactly. Yeah, the ultimate is not a trophy. For Ghana, the ultimate at the World Cup is not a trophy. The ultimate for us is to always put our talent there. Now, man for who am nanti, so more ya there. Now, omunya deals are a more send this car back groma. I
was amazed when your last match, Ghana last match,
Uruguay.
Uruguay. Now you're near Bra, your person Uruguay. Na ka be 5 minutes na yesisa eba small boy be 18-year-old
Fatal Isahako.
Oh na our talent is here now Obama and I say we just wanted to showcase him.
No, we need to add the World Cup favor to him now. Just say Obiba, they say our sporting club. Yeah. Oh, I know
yeah, brainer. And a cover small one say assessor obeying.
Ni CV so no World Cup tini value no cost. You're turning pet will be there already. And the high and Casepan. That's our biggest problem.
How do we change the narratives?
The leadership issue now comes up. Okay. Ghana Kaya Bono Duduanan at the World Cup. You're bought on recurrent expenditure.
Okay.
World Cup no so ya Quenya Utimidinya Sika Ebe Boa infrastructural development.
Yeah.
So Yeko AFCON ne bae no yet Parliamentary Select Committee on Youth and Sports eton safre Minister for Youth and Sports na okoya okopie mu committee na se oni omu di nkomo bebre nkomo didie mu na oka chom se amanfo bi keka se be yank yenja World Cup ne bo na yemetina fie because AFCON na yakobo no ya anya de na no na Mustafa Yusuf chairman se mature committee no that to manim say ya sa amanfo ka sansem no if we say government has actually spent more money Omaboka into playing the qualifiers. Omabedu see in Nigeria ebebo playoff a qualifier no. Into see Jaiba a bank cannot boy no ayekwa. Ntino ashasi ekra no de edu show team ne say World Cup ne bon. Emphasi kam fast womba. Eka Jaiba a bank cannot boy no ayekwa. Ntino ashasi ekra no de edu show team ne say World Cup ne bon. Emphasi kam fast womba. Eka. So obo qualifiers games. Now obebo 2 kan ho na 8 per Neil and Van der Poel and then reported my sports minister no. Kwame say about $1 million on each Black Stars game.
Really?
Yes, Neil and Van der Poel, the then sports minister 2016. Inti says abene na 1 million. Ya mani na 1 million wa hwinsi.
Okay.
Matches na your boy ya the qualify na about 8 million. Games. Now obebo 2 kan ho na 8 per Neil and Van der Poel and then reported my sports minister no. Kwame say about $1 million on each Black Stars game.
Really?
Yes, Neil and Van der Poel, the then sports minister 2016. Inti says abene na 1 million. Ya mani na 1 million wa hwinsi.
Okay.
Matches na your boy ya the qualify na about 8 million.
Okay.
That is being mad.
Okay.
Yeah, koji 8.5 or 9 million. World Cup nankasa ye carry ye call and carry ball ho inyama into the become I just said aban bia mbo World Cup mains World Cup mains ka nemum eton man nemum sika FIFA de be ma no obape invest the money in infrastructure say na be next time obetimi akobiem your youth resource centers 10 egurema ewura info afa no ni na hini for hwe omode axim for hwe omode dunkwa for hwe omode yendi for hwe omode wa omohwe na vrongo omohwe doma hinkroba kusio baby abefe bi ho ni esi edu 90% phase 1 phase 2 no say ye to na aye tatan track baby abeko some crama boss bi hu say these resources are deteriorating nenso on these players and the technical team alone, 4 coaches plus 26 players, we spent $3 million as appearance fee. Because football no incentivized. They cancel their person change and say 500,000 ma player say abebo World Cup. Okoyi we free mo anya de but wabo. Oko. Ne mo catch and say oh so would me drew round of 16 na mema 120,000. Esika krona na de mano plus the qualification bonus. Ghana for bumfu. So omo say omo team na do round of 16 na omo spend this kasi on one because they are getting returns. But yeah, dear no, so obeyad you, so you as soon as you board in say okay team na you are guaranteed $100,000 for playing for Ghana.
Why is our focus always on money? Because ebiena monamoye pandant binti say Brazil 4 acre muskasemo, France 4 acres kasemo, Argentina for me muskasemo. In fact, Morocco. Rather than me reading something about one of the players, I'll just say, and all that. Why is our focus always on money?
Because we have monetized the Black Stars.
Okay.
You need, but it's a Black Stars in Tokwa Bontia, and you're winning bonus in Tokwa. Ne appearance fee in Tokwa players you're mumping. In fact, last time I go and win him as a World Cup in Brazil, it was because of appearance fee. Almost say court training because the guy can't say the bemono and buy. So mobile born and casano. They put the focus on the money.
I see. You talked about Yeko Libya. You talked about trophies Abia Yenya. At that time, not Saad and Ohana. They focus on money. Yeko Libya is not Ohana.
Nini Nemo embrace what done. Those days even club football kotoko medo kotoko until the okasamenko abrochekra menko and then your masses things have changed. These boys are seeing big money at their clubs. A woman say your mind no besum so no ye remember on the pan sakwa na ye de ne de ya masi kasem no edi enim inti ama yen common ye den. Every single time Black Stars will issue a bonus, Black Stars will issue a appearance fee, and overshadow the performance, the actual performance of the team.
Germany for a few no. But it's only a press conference. They are looking way beyond even 2026. Yakobo US. They are even looking 2030, and they are planning their team now as against these two tournaments. So much when 2026 they are hopeful. Say maybe 2030 they will do that. Sa your plan be away ho say as a country, do you have any blueprint be a guidance to maybe future tournaments?
Again, reference to the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
Parliamentary Select Committee initial ministry in and almost say what is the way forward?
Yeah.
This was after the January. Akobo in a group involving Morocco, Gabon, and then Comoros. Now, for the long-term planning, the ministry has already constituted a team to produce a sports policy for the country.
A sports policy.
This was in January. Now, I say, a team under Tony Bafu has also been engaged to produce a 5-year term football plan for further consideration. The ministry believes that these interventions will bring about holistic development of not only our passion soccer but sports in general. Germany for no say way beyond 2026 because for 2 successive World Cups on modern morning conquering. Secondly, they lack certain things that were so synonymous with their game. Nemum Omufili in the year 2000. Control the referendum das reboot. Had the Belgian World Cup in 2014. Yeah, task Tony Bafu say on my plan for 5 years. 5 years. 5-year planner. Ebe boy amayen football na developing. Some come we call so January. Opa yemfrɛ Ministry of Youth and Sports name is almost say Tony Bafu committee no more report when na akosi saying. Whilst others put theirs into action, the bar near their friend a talk shop, showmanship. ye bibi kakra oh ye beye ebi eni yakasa bebre ma ye hu hwebra.
I see yeah.
Well, minim say yemfri Ghana ne yenko.
I be free Ghana nsem le so kai
yenko kata o. Ujidi said the organizers organize FIFA World Cup yi. Omo nyina including the referees ni ade nyina na omo botae ne say o say Argentina na Nigeria na. Utie Pepe where Bruno Fernandes after say Portugal free mu no. Now omo pa che say omo person omo de ade ni ma Argentina into the monfema omo. Ujidi say kwan a e fa so e ball World Cup yi. Na ye ball e de a share Argentina for ni Messi and Munyam.
Debbie, it's easy. It's so easy to make that a target. So now a person message World Cup. You see, they lost their first game against Saudi Arabia. Almost shared 3 goals. JS offside. Penalty na Messi no boy. We are no free. They've played other games, especially against Netherlands and then France in the final. Penalty by Ejima Argentina. A similar penalty by Ejima France. They are deserved winners of this World Cup. Almost share tournament national mobreye. They grew into the tournament, and everybody who watched the tournament from start to finish say it was always going to be one of these big boys in Nebeji. Away from that, met Portugal for Nasi because match no boy, then they had an Argentine referee also against Morocco.
Yes.
In fact, referee never Morocco share Portugal. No, they were just not good on the day. And so team ne Portugal film no. Spain, Belgium. These same Moroccans. Until let's give Argentina their flowers. Many sure will be cookie World Cup, no baby. Nka umbe cookie ye. Cause I know France at the Argentina fast. Argentina caught the full haul against Netherlands and then France. It's no joke.
So monitor baby to say Al Jazeera. You see say Ansani ebe match yi Messi. Documentaries awodo omoko ni krom omone nkrofo kasa ese na attention ni nyina ewo on Messi. Why?
It's my member PR company. There was a deliberate attempt to portray the heroes and ambassadors of the Qatar National Bank as the people coming to the World Cup. Neymar from Latin America Oyomodia because of PSG. Only the most successful nation in the World Cup, Brazil. Argentina have Messi Oyomodia PSG. Player B at PSG assigned Nibiano had an endorsement deal from Qatar National Bank to be an ambassador for them for the World Cup. And then Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid, then the Emir himself came. No, before Mr. Look, answer never World Cup. I was so Bano me team. Yes,
that was a story.
Big one. He was in Spain to visit King Juan Carlos, and then drove to Paris. Sabe for Bondi. Mbappe, Papa, Cameroonian. Then my friend Faisal, on free Algeria, met the woman, took her to Doha. And Kajan said, look, your son can't leave my team unless you're World Cup Neri at the earliest stage. Into PSG and Qatar, QSI, Qatar Sports Incorporated. No more pese omunya the biggest boys representing some of the key continents on their billboards. Into Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, they were everywhere in Qatar. On TV, on billboards, everywhere. Because these are the faces of their sports project in Europe.
So eventually Obeko back to Real Madrid?
That's what the mother is saying, that eventually after 2 years, not only 3 years, and now signing 2 with an option for a year, they will decide to the third one, because he sees his long term away from there.
So now the football I'm moving from just passion to strategic planning ankasa. Which we are lacking as Ghanaians in way.
That's what the Moroccans have now. To Mohammed V or Hina Ankasa, Mohammed VI. And no Ankasa, Afa, the FA president, Fauzi Lekia. And Wakajan said, we na me pesa mwe mami. Omo asase kese omo developing into one of the best technical centers in Africa. Omo ye camps in the major cities in Western Europe for a reason. It is in this order: Spain, Netherlands, France. So yeah, Morocco know it between 10 2015 no mu say oh bobo in any football academy we are there on ba be Moroccan camp only o maame ene obusuan for no ma ba camp no ma be training for be 3 months na mo go back the Moroccan population do one ankasa or Netherlands and they number 1 in Western Europe number 2 Spain Ashraf Hakimi was Spain free Spain or Belgium El Canus or third place match maybe 18-year-old boy free ho they pick these boys at a young age or my hour more and then they teach them about their nation Morocco Tinkrano to do and somewhere Morocco hotel they came with their parents. It's something the king has
after the match so that's on any kids on any parents
hotel no a long-term project unibonkwa into on train mark running through 18 19 20 near say Netherlands epeno and France epeno you are Moroccan even at the younger age na brabone do akotina baby so always remember your roots you are Moroccan at heart.
Why can't we do the same?
We lack the focus. And we are not ready to invest for that long-term project. Your ex-players, including Ibrahim Tanko, and Sami Oseko for Omaka, and they check football authorities and the ministry and say, baby, Ghana needs a permanent office in the UK and another permanent office on the continent Europe. We UK ni free send a bear and Kranag on where Ghana phone. You better start no more how for dim combo and tem. And Sakra na when after federal level European nations no ma me team no e be person more from.
Is football now becoming more technical than just passion?
Yes. You can put together 11 of the best players. If they are not technically ready to play to a particular instruction, whoever faces here. Talent alone doesn't win now. You need coherent hard work and organized team structure. Now they're doing kunim.
So what went wrong for France or Argentina? A dream revenue phone say France is baby or more than no cost pa. Then a move lose this match.
It's funny, but for Brazil in '98, Ronaldo enya convulsion kakra or the ball final na France from 3-0. France team almost started match and a lot of them were on medication. Yen Ghana for now kata ne ba ye no. Do one that them with flu. France from the semi-final obunya flu na even the night before the final na him say Rafael Varane like this obetimi abana until they were not going to start quick. They didn't start well. They were leggy and Argentina exploited them. Omoko fast supplements no. Free player and near try their man no and they were okay. They started playing well in the second half.
But first half Nana who say
drew permissible?
Permissible. Even the next Ronaldo no trust more against
Nagana Yeribi.
Money Jendro.
But no allow.
It's allowed.
So over match ni we are dopey players no at random. It may be no could do pure.
Okay, but first half na France coach we change. Okay, but first half na France coach we changes. Na matisi binum kasa say players no more than more also to say Olivier Giroud more you or more free but SBS a game no
exactly because our free hands say a year on a baby baso and year on a baby triso or tell say or no say Giroud shouldn't have even started the final because of last training on your knee problem. But now some managing over starting. Continue more. Griezmann when you flew nibi. When Timmy and can't them, they got to know on the morning of the game. Or not when Timmy and okay fine. My memo 35 minutes because quality players always have a way of changing games. Alpha, he took them out,
but he did so well. So Unya that courage to pull them out.
Yeah,
that's the difference between you and Yomuno. He has free hands. Until you
the blame is on him.
Exactly. And then he did that and it turned the game for them.
Because that will share the caliber, the kind of players are. Coach Nya could throw everybody said, no, yeah, you guys will come.
And you see, new ones no domo Bermuno, unse omo bobo no 24/7, omo amre, omo jina, omo nine swa the minutes ni na kopim say chances are omo create na no na if we sa new players na odo omo Bermuno. The last ball now now was a France for sure and to me I been say be no ntikra na ama Mbappe na o sire enye
no o sire enye because Mbappe ayinim no so on nya Roland Colomwani chance na he would have ended the game 4-3 because Akoma no dey ball within a moment now he had turned the game for France and even at 3-2 in extra time when the near I saw and when you are playing with footballers like that he's telling you the moment there will be something into penalty no share 3-3 no on no ball shot no ball play answer until say every ball whistle he felt say everything is possible and they'll get the sports team have the picture. I said, I choose a better. Columwani had a chance. The entire bench has started running onto the pitch because they knew the game was done. They had so much hope, especially after Sobesha's second goal more against Morocco in the semi-final. And as soon as he missed,
and
I mean, at this moment, Ubeka said it's more of a save than a miss. But then, Bisson says, Mbappe, the penalty. First one, keep an inside went to Manchi. Second goal, now they equalize about 2-2. Or boy, keep an inside went to Manchi because they lack the desired power. And on that occasion, you don't go for much power, you just place. But the big players on that moment, no more was on ball.
Again, I remember Mbappe. Why down? President console you drew maybe or Jim that only now 1 minute. I still now no can be beaten, but once the sunny mood.
She says start a World Cup. The only time will be I had your hair and run was Pele. Now this age, 3 goals in the World Cup final. You say individually he had done enough. As a France World Cup. Yes, especially the winners or more winners, they are inconsolable. Be bien well better befa. They be na menye.
Now, the story of Messi. Can we now confidently say, unambiguously, that he's the greatest?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. The football they played in the past was difficult. But now teams in the cry saying, in the modern era, nobody has been able to dominate club football and national team football like he has done. And for the collective, the most dominant era for both club football and national team football had him on one side and then Xavi on the other side. Xavi and Iniesta muko Spain edge European Championship, no matter World Cup, no matter European Championship. That was between 2008 and 2012. Within that same period, Lionel Messi has been part of Barcelona's success stories that culminated in 3 Champions League successes between 2009 and 2015. 2006, Obobi, Bagnosa, Ronaldinho was the architect. Then so Oko national team na no nya, but Xavi and Co were doing so well for Spain. And then Wakoji Copa America, and it is natural by geography untinimbo AFCON ya ebo ibi, untinimbo European Championship. They'll be Bornano and in the Copa America. Last time Argentina just had trophy was in 1993, but it's still Tamodi on JM. Since then, they have not won Wabejamo. Now, since 1986, in Mexico, Omoji World Cup, Oma try, Oma Lusu final in 90, Oma Lusu final in 2014, Wasabeji World Cup. He cemented his place in the history of our game as the greatest to have ever played this game.
You could see, sir, now he has a total support of the players. What was going through their mind? They wanted to help him.
Yes, and they even said it. They are playing for the shirt, but the shirt is led by Messi.
Okay.
And Omujidi says if they miss this opportunity, it will be difficult for them again in 2026. Secondly, everybody on the bench with the World Cup. Bench, the first person coach Nankasa Lionel Scaloni in 2006. No, West Ham United was part of the Argentine team. Walter Samuel in 2006. No, West Ham United was part of the Argentine team. Walter Samuel, one of the best at Inter Milan then. Or club football when you're with the national team. 2006 Germany show more penalties or 2010 Ombego Mwenimasi to Germany again. South Africa Ohubi. Pablo Aima was on the bench. Roberto Ayala was on the bench. All these guys are ex-players. Omohu Yao, Ariel Ortega, Hernan Crespo, Gabriel Batistuta, Sergio Aguero. All these guys were at the grounds from start to finish, including Mascherano and co. They must find a way to win this time because of the Yawache. And they are going through economic turmoil. So this a way to make pressure kakra every the suffering masses.
Aye pressure so free messes.
Aye pa. They were Peppa, the most coveted trophy in his life. And Onyan ran.
Ever Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, you had the opportunity. In 2006, you called Germany. No, not Messi. I cracked it. No more than free bench never. But Cristiano Ronaldo was playing alongside Luis Figo. Omo Boya drew semi-final. And Italy, France, since then, he has been the best player in club football, but he's not even been able to score a single knockout goal for Portugal in the World Cup. And Portugal ever World Cup now, the worst moment for him was in 2014 in Brazil, in a group that had Ghana, Germany, USA. Portugal went out, Kofi with Ghana. Until he can't blame anybody but himself. And look, the generation of players are Portugalenian at this time. No? The last time they came that close was in the year 2000. Rui Costa, Hugo Viana, Abel Xavier, Rui Jorge, and then Nuno Gomes and all those people. Portugal have had very good players. Coming into even this World Cup, people were expectant. In 2018, Russia, same thing. You had your chance, you had the opportunity, but you couldn't take it.
Cristiano Ronaldo, did he say what is wrong? Because team now Manchester United, now coach Ebenchu. Obencha you see any sisters ne crophobia ben obo fusi antini ebenchi no but oba park no so impact bia o make you game no the same thing our national team a dream maybe now say captain or tina bench e man ye what is happening to Cristiano Ronaldo?
The law of diminishing returns. Adebi Eshasi bia no e and he modeled his game on power and pace. Ronaldo is very quick on him training. And he had never to any moon obey a goal scorer running from both flanks. So I didn't the more winning the more body in catch said, I did we win team into us into those quick steps now because they been real defender abation and the mafa header and Obekweja we share ball and then hobby. But he is refusing to accept the fact that his body is in decline. That's the sad.
Do you think he needs a psychologist? Somebody
he has some around him.
I'd almost psyching.
He has some around him.
Who said
football no saying ahoden any ho simple psychologists be anywhere obey
that's on kinetic energy because this is a
game Messi ankasa no hu say oni no now you praise more as a number 8
or bomb midfield more now distribute it
to by the time on be doing him he is there to connect. So that's the sad thing, but it's what it is. That's what football does.
And the end for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, the end is.
Ubetimi retire.
Oh, he could
from football.
He should, but I'm saying about club football no kakra.
But I work up in there.
Oh no.
Do you think the Messi betimi akwa another World Cup?
Yes, because no musi yusu no.
What will be the most impressive team in this World Cup?
Morocco.
Really?
Yeah, they've done what nobody.
Is it because you are African or?
No, I mean for the context of another discussion, because they are from Arabic. So, I mean they've done very well. Okay. On the African continent.
But why were they so angry with the last match?
I mean they felt they could have gotten something, especially after going up. And so on your Kakra, I've had the opportunity of being there for like 2 months. Defeat isn't something they even take well.
Okay.
It's so much part of their national fiber. Most of the MENA countries, especially sporting defeat.
Yeah,
I'm fun easy cry.
Okay. Now, you share quickly. Bisana. The way I see Panty Rare Studio there, I don't know whether somebody is chasing you or.
Yes, that yesterday.
Nano by Oh, Christian service. When him say, oh, good.
Promote